Okay, how's it going, Hail Stalkers? Hope you had a good weekend. I hope everything works okay on our end. We were having a computer crisis about 2 minutes ago, so hopefully everything works here. I got everything going. If it's a little laggy, just let me know. As long as the audio works and just the occasional video works, I think we should be okay, and we should have everything ironed out a little bit later on. Unfortunately, the computer had the worst time possible to decide, oh, I want to update and all this other stuff. So I think we got everything going here. Let's no more stalling out here. Lead meteorologist John Choquette. You're here for that hail forecast, 12 p.m. here on Monday, and we're going to give it to you. We're going to jump right into it right now, folks. Here we go. But honestly, though, before we get into anything crazy going on, we can watch on our app now. That's right. Our videos now stream directly on our app. If you got our push notification, if you have our app, you notice that it brought you to the app. Just go and click on this little lightning bolt here at the bottom. It should bring up the video for you to see right away, and you can watch it right on the app here. And if it's a little too small for you in this corner here, go ahead and click on that. It'll enlarge it, and you can also just turn your phone sideways, and bam, you can see me in glorious full screen here on my iPhone X. So you can do that. Make sure you go check on that. And also, just as an update, since there is a chance for hail today, we're going to talk about the setting up the notifications on the app right away before I get into the forecast, just so you guys remember to do that. So if we get any storms that drop golf ball size hail or larger in population 10,000 or more, you get those alerts. If we're mapping in a certain state or area, any of that stuff, anything that we had as previously as text messages, they are exclusively on our app now as push notifications or as emails or even as on your desktop. So make sure you have that set up. Go to your notification options. You have to do this on a computer, mind you. You can't do it on the app just yet. Go to notification options, select those regions that you want. I suggest possibly Oklahoma City for today, and all states, anything like that. And of course, go on to notification methods. Do you want it on your email? Do you want it as a push notification? Or do you even want it as a desktop notification that pops up in the corner of your screen? All those are available. 1, 2, 3, all the combo of the two. You can do all of those. And let's just jump right into it now for our hail forecast today. I'm going to show the forecast map. We're going to take a break from this, and then I'm going to jump into what the models are showing so we can really get into the depth of what today is. Without further ado, here is our forecast for today. And look at it, we even have up to golf ball size hail possible. That is correct. Anytime after 5 p.m. today. The main focus I have is pretty much here in the golf ball swath area in the orange. We have Oklahoma City, Wichita Falls, I think, have the best chance for storms. And I'll show you that in a moment just to show what we're thinking. Again, after about 5 o'clock tonight, storms are going to form. I think the worst storms are going to happen after the sun goes down. So probably be an evening event. I think particularly along I-44 in Oklahoma is where our best chances are going to be. Tulsa, I'm going to be about a 5% chance. I think storms might be not really hail producing by the time you get there. And Dallas, a sultry 2% chance. I think most of the activity for you guys tonight is going to be far enough to your west where most of the Metroplex probably won't see anything, and if they do, it'll be western portions, so places like Fort Worth. Abilene, 5% chance. That's if storms can get going here, and you can have up to golf ball size hail there as well. I'm going to kind of shift gears a little bit here, and I'm going to jump right into, I'm going to show our, let's see, I'm going to do screen display. You're going to see some crazy stuff here, and we're going to jump into the models. Did not show up on here. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. Show up on the models here, and we're going to basically I'm going to show you guys what a more in-depth look of what our forecast is. This is it's a updating model, updates every hour, and we're going to show you guys what we're seeing on our end. So why do I have the up to golf ball size hail possible and the 10% chance for Oklahoma City? Well, we're going to go through, this is through this afternoon. This is what the models are trying to figure out what the radar will look like at the time. We get a little bit later here, and just watch this energy here in Texas. This batch of energy is going to move up and it's going to turn into a thunderstorm here as it's about to cross the Red River. And this is a pretty potent little storm. This is going into about 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And as you watch it and see this nice little supercell, and this is Oklahoma County here, and we have it going right across Oklahoma City, and it's staying fairly consistent showing up. So the main reason for this is we have cold air up to our north, nice warm air here. We call it the triple point between the dry line, the cold air, and the warm air. It's setting up, looks like, mostly for the Oklahoma City Metroplex, Metro, so it looks like the storm may get close to Oklahoma City, and that's why they have the highest chance of storms, and then you see a lot more rain moving through the Dallas area a little bit later. And finally, I'm going to jump up to the most recent model run. I haven't looked at this one yet. Let's see if the storm's still on there to help kind of confirm our expectations moving forward. And you see, yep, there it is again. This time a little further south, I have it over Norman. So basically, somewhere in the Oklahoma City Metro, I believe there will be a storm this evening. It's a matter of just where it ends up. And again, I think the one storm is probably going to be the one that has the highest chances of seeing up to golf ball size hail. So let's see, got anything? Any chances good when you expect big storm starting? All right, so I think storms are going to start beginning at after about 5 o'clock tonight, and we will. I'm going to shift gears. Yet again, I'm going to jump right back into our hail forecast. And I'm going to go specifically into the Oklahoma City area because that's the real focus of the story here, possibly up toward near Lawton and stuff here, but I know most of you guys care about the bigger metros, so we're going to go into Oklahoma City. Here's our local hail forecast. You guys remember this from last year. We're going somewhere between 5 and 11 p.m. So there's a pretty wide range of times. A couple of the model runs were showing some storms forming fairly early in the Norman area. I'm not 100% certain that's going to actually happen, but I have to put it in there just in case. And I think the meat of the activity, if it hits Oklahoma City, will probably be between about 8 and 10 p.m. Max hail size up to golf balls. It is February. Yes, there's moisture in the air. There's some warmth, some instability, but it's nothing like where you can see baseballs. Probably up to golf balls is going to be your maximum hail size potential. Chances, again, about 10%. Again, it's just a real conditional threat of if you get that one storm and the triple point sets up over Oklahoma City, then you can get that storm to ride right along through the city. Right now, it's looking like it's going to ride I-44, and it's a pretty common track for storms around here, especially if you live in the Oklahoma City area. You know, storms tend to do that. And finally, the winds aren't going to be that big of an issue, up to 60 miles per hour maximum for that. I can answer some questions here. If you guys want me to go back, I'm going to go back to, whoops, there we go. I'm going to stick with this for now while I answer questions because I know this is what you guys mostly want to see. And I can answer questions for you. And we're going to look here. Okay. Is my phone messed up or is everyone's cutting off on the side? On the sides. I'm not sure. Oh, that if you're having problems like that, Ryan, click off and click on it again. That's a problem with Facebook. Let's see. Enjoy me. Any chance is good. Yes, any chance is a good chance for hail, especially, again, we're in mid-February, so a risk around here is pretty low, especially when you consider the fact that we've been in quite the drought. We haven't had any real good rain in a while, so even if we don't get big-time severe weather today, just the story of there will be some rain in Oklahoma is a good news. Try to keep that threat of wildfires in the next month or so a little bit lower. Okay, all right, screen was fixed. Let's see, we got a long thing. What do you expect a lot of storms? When do you expect a lot of storms? Sorry. Oh, okay. This is a question asking about just the season in general. Again, if you guys saw my 2018 hail forecast, March is when it's really going to get going, and we're going to actually take a peek at what things going. I think this is kind of the beginning of a pretty active pattern. Just the beginning previews of what to expect this season. I think once we get probably next week or two, we can really start seeing things ramp up that first week of March. Let's see, I like Lawton. Tuesday, moving forward Tuesday, I can do that in a second. Oh yeah, also, this is a little comment reminder from my mom. It's Frank's birthday today. I won't say how old he is for his own sake. So wish meteorologist Frank Iantano a happy birthday here. You could get quite the birthday present with some hail activity, which means some extra work. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay, let's see. Josh Parker, he said golf balls number around 8. Okay, yeah, so basically Oklahoma City metro area, so anywhere from Guthrie down through about probably Purcell, you can expect somewhere between about 8 and 10 p.m. Your storm is moving through the area. Again, up to golf ball size hail possible. Again, 10% is mainly just because, you know, in case storms move too far south or they're not really a good supercell by the time they get here. There's a lot of different things to factor in, so we're trying to keep it kind of reined in because it is February. Now I'm going to move forward a little bit and give you guys just a little look at what we're expecting for the next few days. I think tomorrow, I know a lot of you guys are asking about tomorrow, is really looking kind of cruddy. It looks like we're going to see the cold front's going to be moving a little too fast in a bad time. So any storms that do form will be behind the cold front, and I think that will really limit hail sizes to an inch or less even. So I have a very low hail risk. I think we'll have a video tomorrow, and I'll probably have a little swath. But right now I'm thinking it's going to be pretty low chances. And then through the remainder of the week, is looking pretty quiet except for Saturday. We already have a risk on Saturday. We have a pretty good looking threat coming in here. Right now I'm already saying up to golf ball size hail possible and a 15% chance. This looks like a fairly potent little trough that's going to kick through. It's going to be East Oklahoma City and Dallas and everything, but it looks like places like Shreveport and most of Arkansas, and possibly even Memphis, and possibly even as far east as Nashville could see a pretty good event on Saturday. We're watching this very carefully. Even the Storm Prediction Center already has a swath up for Saturday as well. They're seeing what we're seeing. Looks like, again, we're going to watch this very carefully. I think we will see quite a bit of activity on Saturday, and I can even show you guys on the computer models what we're expecting here specifically. And let me just switch things over. And there we go. All right, so I'm going to just give me a second here, switch it up, get out of this view, go into the American model. It's got its full run up, and okay. So this is going to be looking ahead, past today, past tomorrow. This is going into next weekend. So after today and tomorrow, things are going to be pretty quiet. We see here, we see the trough from before kicking through. And we get into Wednesday, things are pretty quiet, but we see see this big dip in the jet stream here. You want this for what severe weather, just continued dip in the jet stream in the west, and so we have lots of moisture available here in the Great Plains and down into the southeast. And now we move forward a little bit further. We're on Friday, and this is going to be our weather maker. Again, this isn't going to be for Oklahoma or for Texas. It's going to be a bit further east for folks in the southeast and Dixie Alley. We're going to move forward here, and we get to Saturday evening, and you see this all this red and everything. This is going to indicate that we're going to see another strong shortwave moving through, or just dip of energy. We're going to have, again, places in here in Texas and Arkansas, and if it slows down a little bit, we could see it back in Oklahoma, but I think this is going to be more east-based, and it's going to kick through overnight, and possibly I could even see into Sunday some more stuff getting further into Kentucky and Tennessee, possibly even down towards Georgia, up into maybe even Ohio. Again, we'll be watching this very carefully. It's going to change, like you guys know. Over the weekend, the risks that we were talking about on Thursday for today looked pretty good. Then over the weekend looked kind of garbage, and now we have a risk again. So this is going to be the beginning signs of things getting going. If we push even further into what we call in the weather world Fantasyland, we see even more activities coming in for your start of March. So it looks like we're going to see quite a bit of activity once we get into March here. Okay, anybody else? Let's see. Thank you, you guys are great. Where am I going? Okay, so yeah, another thing that we have here, we're going to probably, if storms do occur today across the nation, hang on, I'm going to pop this back up on here so you guys can see. Okay, if we do have storms happening across Oklahoma City, especially tonight, we will go and do live continuous coverage versus just my little weather updates. There's a potential that we'll do another forecast update at 5 this evening. Really just kind of see how things pan out through the remainder of today, if it warrants an update, if anything changes or anything like that. So we'll obviously send out a push alert and let you guys know, or even post on our Facebook page that we will do another forecast update. And again, if storms do occur, we will do live continuous coverage, and you'll be able to watch it right on the app. So if you guys who work the Oklahoma City area, see that storm coming in, and you want to see about the map, you can be on the app, click on that lightning bolt icon, and you'll see continuing coverage of us coming up, assuming it is going on. Again, you'll get a push notification if we do start doing continuous live coverage of any storms that move through the area. Now, I think that's really pretty much all I have. You can go ahead and ask any questions if you have them, and if not, if you're watching this not live after the fact, You can put any of your comments, questions, or concerns below in the comments section, and we will try to answer them through the remainder of this afternoon. Let's see, anybody else has anything? No additional comments. Got 50 viewers live as of right now. That's pretty good. I'm glad you guys are coming in and share these videos, get that word out there, try to get more followers on here, and make sure, of course, if you've liked the Hail Trace page, to click that follow icon and make sure you see it first. So we pop up at the top of your newsfeed if you don't get a push notification. And as always, make sure you download the app, set up those notifications so you see these videos every single day at 12 p.m. Monday through Friday. And if this risk does occur on Saturday, I guess I'll start working on weekends too here. I finished my move, so I should be available for videos going into the weekends here. I apologize for those of you guys this past weekend who wanted to see updates on Saturday and didn't quite get them. We were all pretty busy with our own personal lives, so we had to unfortunately take a hit on that one, but we promise we will be doing updates as we get more deeper into storm season, or I guess we get to the start of storm season here. And again, we will be doing another live video potentially later. So again, we'll send out a post on our Facebook page if we end up doing a forecast update later on, and a push notification, obviously, if we do go live with a forecast update, and that would be at 5 p.m. Central Time. And any storms that do occur, we will do live continuing coverage. There's a potential that I won't be home I won't be here when that happens, and then I'll figure out a way to do it at my house, at my new house. I do have internet, so if it may not be green screen